Talon Wallet, it is working. It works on Testnet, it works on Mainnet, and that is for, standard Raptoreum coins. We did have some early testnet assets working on Talon Wallet, but due to a couple of changes in the way assets are going to be deployed on the Raptoreum code base, in terms of the way they're named and the way they're structured, we're waiting for the next testnet before we can actually solidify the code on Talon and make sure that that's actually the way forward, that we're going to actually be building it. So we're just waiting for that from the devs, and I've heard on the grapevine that is imminent, so we'll see. It's exciting stuff. I can't wait to start making some absolute shitcoins on the Raptoreum blockchain. I know there's many people now, like Sherm is going to make the Sherm token, Wiz is going to make the Wiz token, Rabid Mining, he's talked a lot about he's going to make the Rabid token. So it's really nice to see people really looking forward to the assets code and trying to work out what they're going to build first. And as we've talked about before, we have done some tests on the Raptoreum blockchain. As it is right now, we're at 180 TPS, which is actually already more than Ravencoin. But with the transaction decoupling model that we were experimenting with, it's around 8,000, which is comparable with some of the top chains. So that's our target, and that's what we're aiming for, and that's what we really want to do. And if we can really approach that sort of performance on the chain, combined with the Talon Wallet, I don't see why we can't compete with chains like Solana and Ethereum. I don't like saying that word, sorry. Yeah, so that's the goal, guys. That is the goal. We want to be the alternative. We want to be the UTXO answer to EVM and Solana. There's so many exploits on EVM, and there's so many rugs here and there on all these other DeFi chains. We aim to solve that. That's why we're excited about it. And then when you think, coupled with the common languages such as Python and Java and Scala and other languages under the distributed application umbrella of Apache Spark, which is fully open source, we aim to allow most of the developers in the world to be able to code on the Raptoreum blockchain and to build automations using Raptoreum assets and transactability. And this is what the space is missing. I mean, why should you have to jump through hoops? Why should you have to learn a totally brand new language just to get something simple done in blockchain? It's just stupid. If blockchain is to become mainstream, then that's what needs to happen. And also what you must think about as well is the fact that traditionally businesses are coded in those languages, and they're not going to totally recode their whole business just to integrate blockchain. So we meet them in the middle by bringing their own code to them and allowing them to transition over to a blockchain system if they require to, in a much more easier and accessible way. So that's the reasoning behind that. Lombard T is saying 8,000 is really close to 9,000. Just saying, yeah, it's really close to 9,000. Yeah, well, it's a simulation that we were doing, and yeah, we're around 8,000, which is very nice with transaction decoupling, all being well. I'm not saying we're not going to have any issues along the way, but we must understand we're doing brand new things. We might have some hiccups, but we're working towards something brand new that the blockchain hasn't seen before, and we're really excited to try and hit those numbers and make that happen. And so far, so good.